Hello, my name is Christopher Mendy, and I wanted to talk about the hazards of smoking on the human body and how it can also impact the environment. How many people in this class know someone who smokes or they themselves smoke? How many of you care about the effect smoking has on the human body or on a larger scale, not just yourself, but the environment? Those of you who have raised your hand have probably already know a little bit of this topic on how cigarettes affect you and maybe a little about the environment. But I have lived with it my entire life. Personally, I am not a smoker, but my mother has been smoking ever since I was young. She's been smoking from a very young age, and I just have a memory of just being in the car with her in the back seat, and she would just smoke her cigarette with me without a regard. It's what they did in the day. And as time has gone by, I have seen the gradual effects from my mother from when I was very young till now. And she's definitely different. I have seen the health risks it's caused her, and they're only getting worse. And although we are aware of the health hazards smoking causes, like cancer and heart problems, people continue to smoke cigarettes. Things you need to know about smoking cigarettes are what disease smoking can cause to the human body and their symptoms, and how sufferers deal with them on a daily basis. The first among these points is how the effect of smoking on the body and the diseases that entail with it and what they cause. So on the body, smoking affects more than just your lungs. Smoking cigarettes are primarily linked with cancer, which has caused damage to your airway and the small alveoli sacs in your lungs. And you gradually begin to feel the toll on your body. Maybe not at first. Maybe it feels good to smoke in the beginning, but as you try to exercise, or if you're a parent like my mother, she had to chase after me, and after a while you run out of breath. It's very hard. You begin to feel the toll on your body. And it's amazing that more than 10 times as many US citizens die prematurely from cigarettes than they have ever died in any US war altogether. Smoking alone by smoking alone, you are 4 times more likely to develop heart disease, 4 times more likely to have a stroke. People are 25% more likely to get cancer. And the main result from just smoking cigarettes is not just the lingering smell on the body. You'll smell like a cigarette. It's not just something you do. It affects your fingernails. It affects your teeth. They yellow. And smoking isn't just linked to lung cancer. We talked about that before, but it's linked everywhere, your whole body, because your lungs, it goes through your blood, breathing, it oxidizes your blood, and it affects your whole body, not just your lungs. So the most common types of cancer that are linked with cigarette smoking is like mouth cancer, larynx, pharynx, the esophagus, kidneys, cervix, etc. The list goes on and on about how many parts of the body smoking affects. And there's no safe method of smoking. The chewing, the smoking, vape cigarettes, no type of smoking is safe for the human body. And not just the human body, but the world. And we'll touch on that a little later. The types of diseases that are associated with smoking, just besides the cancer types of cancer we talked about, are COPD and its variances. So COPD is chronic obstruction pulmonary disease. It is a name for mostly long-term diseases, both including chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Chronic bronchitis, CB, is when you smoke and too much mucus accumulates in the throat, causing coughing, to resulting in a sore and swollen throat. And this can have a long-lasting effect because as your throat is swollen, you're coughing and it's raw, it can actually start to scar up, and it'll make it harder to breathe all the time. And another type of disease is emphysema. It's a permanent damage to the air sacs in your lung and can either be reversed or cured. This results in lowering of oxygen being able to enter your body, which has caused heavier breathing, even at rest. You could be doing nothing and breathing so hard just because you're smoking cigarettes. You're paying this to happen to your body, which is very sad. Now that we understand the severity of smoking on the body, we should understand that smoking is an addiction. Tobacco and nicotine is an addiction that people would like to stop, but they know they can't. So it's an addiction like anything else. So now that we realize what's happening to our bodies, why don't we think about the impact it has on the environment? Because like any product, we have to think about the thousands of chemicals and the additives that they put in cigarettes. It's not just being magically accumulated in the air, it's coming from the trees, it's coming from the nicotine plants, it's coming from the environment to make them, like any other product. So besides the thousands of chemicals that are in there, most of them are harmful and about 70% of them cause cancer. Which is a lot when you think about that. You're paying just to get cancer. And you're never too old to quit. Even though people who stop smoking at a younger age see more benefits, and have a lower risk of getting the disease previously stated, they're more prone. It's not that it'll ever go away. It's a permanent thing you're doing to your body. Because when you smoke, you're burning the cells in your throat, and they're going to be permanently damaged. So there's not 100% treatment. It just reduces the severity of disease and how it impacts you. Like I said, it greatly reduces the outcome of diseases. It lowers, of everything we talked about, lowers your chances of cancer, risk of heart diseases, stroke, and all those. Besides the cost of smoking, think about the packing savings. Someone smoking a pack a day spends about $107 a week, which is about over $9,000 each year. $9,000 you could be saving, but you're spending it on cigarettes to smoke them every day. Now that we are informed how smoking hurts our body, we'll talk about how it's hurting the environment. Being a widely consumed and sought after product by people, there are problems in how they dispose of the products or how they're gathered. Even though cigarettes are technically biodegradable, it takes about 2 years in the perfect condition for it to totally vanish, to degrade. And that's a long time to stay in the environment because the chemicals and scents that are in the cigarettes sometimes attract animals, like birds and squirrels, and they'll eat it because they think it smells good. But in actuality, it just clogs their digestive system and they die. So it's infecting our environment. And besides the animals, trees are impacted as well because of the packaging and how the cigarettes are wrapped. For every 15 packets of cigarettes manufactured, at least one tree dies. For only 15 packs of cigarettes, that's not even a lot of cigarettes. Which makes the entire company a contributor to deforestation. Besides that, pollution. U.S. tobacco companies produce about just the United States manufacturers produce 16 million metric tons of carbon dioxide in 1 year. Global tobacco production quadruples in that time, like worldwide, it quadruples. That's insane. And now that we know the effects of smoking on the body and what they affect and how they affect your world, we've learned that smoking isn't just a habit that you do. It's not like biting your nails. It's not like playing golf with your friends. It has a deeper impact on your body. It has a deeper impact on the environment. And I don't think we can overlook that. And I don't think you guys should overlook that. So after hearing about smoking, how many people will avoid smoking cigarettes? Thank you so much.